And welcome back into ShotQuality Live BetCast, the only show on the World Wide Web that uses SQ Live regression data in the minute to make live bets. We are back, Moose. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday is BetCast Day. Hope you guys all got to join us for our second Saturday episode. It was pretty electric. I went 13-5. Moose went 4-5, but still a really nice episode if you followed along with everything going on. We moved to a stellar 169 and 110 losses in our 15 episodes. So welcome back in, everybody, to BetCast. You see the ShotQuality Live Score Center right next to me. We have a fun slate for us here on Tuesday. We're going to get right into it, Moose. There's a couple things I'm eyeing. I know there's a few things that you're eyeing too. Let's go right ahead and get into that Indiana play at the under 4-minute timeout. They are currently losing by 9, expected to be winning by 2. So we're getting ready to play that one. I have plus 11.5 at minus 120. Shout out to Maximilian doing the record keeping tonight. Let's lock that in. Our first pick of the night, Moose. Bang. Welcome back, everybody. It is ShotQuality Live BetCast. Moose, do you have anything on your plate already? I think maybe you like those totals. Are you getting in on this Western Michigan Kent State over at the half? Both arrows pointing up. Teams expected to both be scoring 7 points more. I think this is another play for us here at the show. That better be for Kent State.
I don't even need words. I thought the graphics speak for me. I am on that play. So in the Discord where I'm at every BetCast day, I've already put some plays in there. One of them being Maryland Rutgers over 113.5, currently at 114.5. So whatever Max wants to put me down, hopefully it doesn't land right at 114. But that's a play I would take. Rutgers Maryland still, in my eyes, is a good play. Another play I took would be the Kent State over that you just talked about.
Good.
And I got that one at 128.5. As of right now, I would still play it. It doesn't – I think it has just as much legs as it did before. I am getting the line right now, and it's 127.5.
Right,
so
let's get in.
Put me on 128.
Lock it in.
I don't care, so it works for me.
We gotta go quick, but of course, first, a quick word from our sponsor, Sport Trade. We are so excited that Sport Trade is presenting BetCast. It is our official presenting partner. They offer an elite betting experience, instant in-play betting, tight lines, and real human tech support available in New Jersey, Colorado, and more states to come for 2024. Sport Trade encourages you to shop for the best line and to play responsibly. Of course, create an account on Sport Trade by going to getsporttrade.com using code SQB. Get 3% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $500, and a free month of shot quality bets standard. What a deal. So excited about that. Love having Sport Trade here. We'll continue to show how they have the best prices for you to get in and out of some live betting positions throughout the rest of the year. Love it. Love it. Let's keep going, though. What was that? What we got?
No, I got a third play. So just to reiterate, the first two that I talked about that I put in the Discord have similar lines. That's the Kent State over 128.5. You can get at 127.5. Maryland over 114.5, which I got in at 113.5. And the third one being South Carolina under 146.5, which I played at 147.5. And the geniuses that are in the Discord, some of the best of the best when it comes to the shot quality community, they got in on that one at 152.5, 153.5. Wow. So I'm chasing them a little bit in value, but I still like it at 146.5, even though I got in at 147.5. They got in at 152.5. So those are my three plays right now in all three games, one at the half, two already deep into the second half. So now you got to catch up to me. Sorry.
I love it. I love it. You're going to put the pressure on. I'm not going to take DePaul. They are just too far off the deep end for me, even though the shot quality data says it's probably a little valuable here. St. John's performing to expectations. DePaul, we see it every single time they play. So, nice play on Rutgers, Maryland there. We're going to go from the bottom because the bottom has the most, I guess, the soonest starting games, the earliest games. But all right, Mississippi, South Carolina expected to actually be a bit, pretty even on the differential, 14 instead of 11 right now. So we'll stay away from that. Moose on the under. Central Michigan versus Akron right now, going into the half here. Currently separated by 15, expected to be separated by 7. I'm probably going to hold off on that one a little bit. Central Michigan maybe running into some trouble after being hot for most of the season. We have Ball State, Ohio. Ohio here is winning by a good amount and expected to be losing. So this is definitely a play for us. Let's go in and get Ball State. If you've actually been watching the show, you know that this might even be a worthwhile money line spot at plus 360. So I might sprinkle that a little bit today, Max. We're going to play both the plus 7.5, minus 110, and the money line plus 360. I'll go quarter unit. Woo, baby. We go quarter unit on the money line, half unit on the spreads. So let's go ahead and come on, Moose. I've seen too many times that we have pinpointed one of these teams down at the half, come back, cover easily, and maybe even win. I'm going to start playing it. It's a little bit more risky, but the payoffs could be huge. So I'm just going to try it out, all in the name of science, all in the name of testing and proving this shot quality live data over and over again. And of course, if you want to get this data, every single game is available with Shot Quality Bets Premium. If you're interested in that, we might even have a code for you. So stick around. We got a special live guest from the floor up in the Bronx coming later tonight. We'll see how that goes, but we'll definitely have a good code to try Shot Quality Bets Premium. Get all of this for your first week at a nice discount. So stick around. Now, Bowling Green Buffalo. This is an interesting spot. We have Buffalo currently trailing by 8, expected to be trailing by 12. Something to monitor there. But Moose, do you want this total on the over? These teams expected to be scoring a good amount more. You can actually use the Score Center, go into the individual game if you don't really like doing all the math yourself. Currently at 60 points, expected to be scoring 74 points. So I don't even have to do the addition for you. You can see Bowling Green with the double icy. I'm going to find an over on this one, Moose, and I'm going.
Justin just called me stupid. He's like, I know you can't do that hard math there, so I'm going to click on it for you. Yeah, no,
I'm not calling you stupid. Look, here's what it really comes down to is that you got to move fast. You got to move
very fast.
And that's what the tools allow you to do. You don't have to sit there and try to carry your one. I mean, I went to school for all this stuff, and I still struggle with simple math, going fast, trying to place bets, money on the line. You want it done for you, shot quality.
Just wait till you can get a degree in shot quality. That day is coming. No, I got 137.5 on the over. I don't trust Buffalo as a team at all, but we're talking about an over, not them covering. So I like this. I've been in a couple spots with some real bad teams when it comes to an over, and it does hit. Usually they do a decent job, but they get their doors blown off. Let's say Bowling Green drops 50 points in the last 20 minutes. You're going to be good. So I got 137.5 on that over. Did you get it on that?
Yep. Yes, sir. 137.5. Bang, bang. And of course, if you are following along at home, you got to step away for a second. You want to see all the plays as they populate. You can pull up our handy dandy play sheet. Same link every single week. You can click into the new YouTube video, see everything get graded live. I sit there and watch the games and grade them right here. So it's our little home. We have it in the comments. If you need it, just ask. So that's a lot of fun. Moose, what do we make of this Canisius Niagara game?
I make nothing of it. Do you make something of it? That's the question.
Well, I gotta clear my throat so you can.
Oh, he's might die. Okay, no. While he is passing away above me, I am gonna go. Oh my God, I'm gonna go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm good. We're back.
What do you got? Yeah, stop. Take the mouse. Scroll to the left. You see the Fordham VCU game? That should set off some alarms. I jumped on the Rams plus 3.5 in a game where they should be up by 9. It's only a 1-point game. They're at home. They close as a 4-point dog, so Vegas thinks it's a pretty good matchup. I actually like the problem.
You can't say the Rams. These are both the Rams. What Rams are you on? This is the
Red Rams. The Red
Fordham Rams. Thank you. All right, let's go. Fordham right now. I'm going to get probably a bad line on this. I got plus 2.5, minus 115. I'm going to go ahead and lock that in, though. So let's go. What do you got, Moose?
Plus 3.5 at minus 105. My God, not only do I get less.
Welcome.
Offshore, man. Oh,
I know. It's welcome to New York. Now, let's keep scrolling. Let's keep looking. North Carolina, Clemson at the half. I think we got to get in on UNC. I'm sure the comments are buzzing about it. I'm not checking them right now. Moose, you should be the comment czar. You should be the one being like, hey,
I usually
we got
are.
comments.
Yes, I see. Okay, I'll let you say if anyone's asked about that. So far, nothing, but you might be the first one to.
No, come on. We got to do it, right?
I'm going to wait. Oh, I waited last time. You jumped on them last time when they played Georgia Tech on the road, and then I jumped onto them on the Discord late, and they ended up losing at the buzzer. So they did make it close. They played a good second half. Clemson's better than Georgia Tech. These numbers are really similar. I just hate how Vegas, like, right now I'm seeing +1.5.
Right. I see +1.5 and I see +100. I'm actually scrolling on Sport Trade right now because we're going to play the money line as well. We're going to take the money line here. So if you want to lock it in with us, you can use Sport Trade right now to get a +115, which is probably the best price out there. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Sport Trade account and get North Carolina ML +115, the best price on the market right now. Go ahead, lock that bad boy in. Wow, we are live from the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Is that not the greatest comment in the history of comment?
Shout out to DM Punk at the Buffalo Wild Wings, betting on some college basketball. That's what we love to hear. The BetCast community growing. Please join the Discord.
You can use the Ox. Just play us over everything.
Hey, we're at the Buffalo Wild Wings. We have some fun plays for you guys. Definitely going to be getting in on a scary one. Now, I feel like we need some spooky Sting music, Moose, because we have a really scary one right here with Wake Forest up 26 at the half. Shot quality projecting Georgia Tech should only be losing by 5. You're going to get a heck of a price here. Now, the money line is already off the board. We're not going to go that crazy. It's probably not going to happen. But +23.5 right now, Max, at -115 is a play for me. Let's go. All right, we just locked it in. That is going to be fun. Let's see. We got Coleman Crawley literally here with us. Wow, live from Fordham. Coleman, can you hear us, dude?
Yes, I can barely hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. How's the game looking out there? We got a VCU 1-point lead, shot quality expecting a 9-point lead. How's it feeling at Rose Hill?
You know, honestly, Fordham's missed some good looks. I feel like they should be ahead more, just like shot quality says. But I tell you what, I feel like Coach Odom, just judging on how he was on the sidelines, is going to rip into his guys at the break. I think I'm staying away from this one completely. Okay. I'm not taking Fordham second half. I feel like we're going to see a better performance from this VCU team.
I like it. I think
I don't. I just punched in Fordham +3.5. You don't want to text me that? Let me know.
That's on me, Justin. I got to let you know.
We are on it. We are on it. I was about to say, I understand. I respect it, sitting there, seeing it. But, of course, you know how it works here at the show, Coleman. You know we have to trust the data. Even though you're literally sitting there live, hopefully you got some nice seats. Again, we were out there literally eating cannoli on Arthur Ave together last week. It was a blast. Delicious. I love this guy. Sitting at the game. Make sure you're following him at Sharp Shot Select. Going to have some cool stuff coming from him the rest of the year. We're going to actually have a code coming from Coleman tonight. So make sure you're following him on Twitter. He'll give that out right after the show so you guys can all get half off your first week of Shot Quality Premium. So big shout out to Coleman. He'll give that out later. Make sure you're following him on Twitter. Let's get back to some betting. Coleman, enjoy the rest of the game, dude. We got some plays to make.
Thank you guys very much. Alec, I'll say this. I'm 0-2 when I don't take the plays that Shot Quality tells me to live. So I hope for your sake I head to 0-3.
Hey.
I'll take it.
Let's go, baby. Thanks, Coleman. We'll see you next time. I love it. I love getting to have our on-the-court correspondent coming in, telling us that he's a little concerned about our Fordham play. I don't know how I feel about that. But we'll see. I think we're going to get it.
I like Fordham. I
think we're going to get it. So let's we got the data. We can literally go in and tell him who's taking good looks, who's not. I'm sure he's watching it too, but I trust our local New York Rams. Now let's get back into some fun. We just played Georgia Tech at +23. Now, do we have the stones to go in and play Oklahoma right now? I do. Moose, I'm not sure if you're going to follow me into this one. +27.5 at -115 is going to be a play. Boom. Lock it in. What do you think, Moose? You tailing, you staying away, plus 27.5. It's a big number.
I think I need to toe the line of being a little bit more careful, as well as not jumping the gun so quickly in certain positions. I think that's gotten me into the position I am, and which is crazy to say. Like, I'm like, damn it, I'm doing terrible on 58 and 41. Like, who does that? But back to, like, I think I've had 3 shows in a row where it's like 4 and 5, 7 and 6, and 5 and 6.
You're right there, dude. It's all right. It happens.
Well, I'm going to stay off this one for now. I'm kind of keeping track of what we have. I do like that 4-1. Coleman made a great point with VCU and Coach Odom, and that's just a good team. And we saw them in the shot quality game on Saturday against Memphis. They played really well, and they got Max Shulga from Utah State. They got players, but I also think Fordham not a bad team. They really aren't. They're not a bad A10 squad. So I like that one. Let's see how everything plays out. But last couple shows have been making plays 15 minutes or 5 minutes into the second half, so it could happen again. I think we've played a lot though, given
we have. Yeah, Tuesdays are a little bit smaller. Saturdays are going to be our craziest. We'll keep watching a few of these. Let's talk a little bit about how this, late game play, you can still get in on Rutgers, Maryland. I haven't gotten in on it yet. I'm going to go check out what that line is right now, and I'm going to take that over late. This one is tight. The home team is losing right now by 3. We are about 40 seconds off of what I'm seeing some of the data, so I'm sure that updates in 2 seconds.
And our Max is a Maryland fan. If I think I'm right with that one.
Xavier, I'm not sure if he is.
I think it's Maryland. They're getting their asses kicked, so
maybe
he likes them at least.
They're not getting there. They're down 3.
But 37.
They're minus 7.5. I understand. It's the Rutgers defense is playing nicely. I'm still going to get in on this. What did you take? You had 114.
Too many, you're a Maryland fan. Don't hide it. You can't change now.
So, all right, I got 111 minus 115 here. We're going to lock that over in. I got a bit of a better number than you. I'm happy about it. All right. We're cooking. We are cooking. The full playlist is here. Of course, if you want to check it out, just follow along with those plays. Make sure you never miss a thing. I'm at 9 picks already. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it just zooms by, but play everything at half units currently for me compared to full unit pregame is how I personally bet at volume. Got that quarter unit sprinkle on Ball State. Not really expecting much from a 30-60, but I would hope that it should have been priced actually by Shot Quality's numbers, probably closer to like a 300, 310. We got a decent enough value based on what we saw. So maybe a nice comeback. We'll see how it goes. Now, we have a couple more games to talk about. We will take a peek at NBA. We got a good, of course, record in everything we do. Moose, I wanted to just say, like you're saying, don't jump the gun on Mr. Jump the Gun. So I don't know how we feel about that one, but we'll wait on Central Michigan, Akron to jump the gun. We have hit most of these things. This Florida State Boston College game, are we thinking here it might be a spot for BC to come back and win late? We might get some decent value on them right now, or is that too close for you, Moose?
A little too close. It's tough because you have to factor in that they're favorites. Like it's the North Carolina effect. There's a reason North Carolina is plus 1.5, down 9.
Yes.
Shot quality has them pretty much being tied. Like, if not being tied, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if what they're getting at is they're favorites for a reason. So Vegas is giving them the benefit of the doubt in that half.
Well, it's more that like the efficiency is expected, such that like, based on the closing line, they are expected to win each half by a certain amount. Over time, have certain like expectancies, and those are still all factored in. So when you have Boston College currently losing by 6 right now at the half, there's just plus 2.5. Rather than if Florida State was losing by 6, they'd probably be like plus 8.5.
I would lean more towards the North Carolina play than I would the Boston College play. I think you made the right decision with North Carolina. I'll probably jump in that at some point, just because they were a bigger favorite than Boston College. 1 4-point favorite, 1 6.
They're also down more. They are also down
more, but they won the shot quality quarter by more.
Half. But they both, they did win by more. But Boston College still won. I'm thinking about opening up my Sport Trade app and trying to get the best price on a money line really fast. I'm seeing plus 124 out there for Boston College. I bet we can get a better price on the Sport Trade app. I still like it. So if that's the best price you got, we just try to find the best one available, especially for these money line positions getting in and out. I'm literally scrolling right now looking for a Boston line here. And we'll start actually taking a look at some of these 8 p.m. games as they populate as well. Boston College getting plus 130 right now. Oh, it's down to plus 115. Okay, so it is not currently the best price, and that's okay, right? Sport Trade's all about shopping. So if you can go find a better price on a better book, they encourage you to do so. And, maybe even use the exchange to find a good middle, find a good way to arb that bet. So we're going to take that plus. Ooh, I'm seeing plus 150 as the second half starts right now. I'll get in right there, Max. Quarter unit instead of the half unit. Let's go and win this one for Boston. Ooh, our GW game over. That's I like hearing that, Chaz, because that means our play of the day is doing okay. We took that under on that game on 100 and in the 150s today, Moose?
157. Yeah, it's I would
They're doing
say
well. We're at 147.5 live. That's beautiful. I love it. Man, I can't miss on that thing, dude. I can't even explain it. This one, it's close. It's close. It's a slight lean towards the over, especially if you are sitting with a nice number already. You can go ahead and grab this and get a good middle position in and try to get them between 149 and 157. That's a nice little pocket. If you take it, I'm probably going to pass. You just saw Rhode Island catch up to their shot quality score on that most recent bucket. It is not that much leeway. We look for green arrows with big numbers underneath them for overs, try to get a total differential of about 10. Of course, you can just tap right in. We can literally go see how these teams are shooting. Maybe there's auxiliary information there that we haven't really talked about. GW a little cold right now. They're losing. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice. They were.
That's what they do, man. I can't figure those guys out.
They'll figure it out in the second half. Rhode Island's not the best team. This is.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that, but they George Washington's one of those teams. I'll keep firing. Don't get me wrong. I'll keep firing, but man, they frustrate me.
They do. They'll be all right. It's Rhode Island on the road. They scored a lot in that first half. We'll see how it goes. Now, you can see sort of how the shots taken are looking. George Washington's sitting here 56% good, with only 14% bad, and Rhode Island is nowhere close. They're just living at the rim like we said they would. And it's been a lot of three-pointers. I'm guessing that this George Washington team is missing a lot of those three-pointers. We went and checked the box score, a nice way to pair the two. All right, let's get back to business, though, Moose. You guys in the comments, if any of you want to investigate, did we take Indiana? I think we did, right? We took Indiana.
Yeah, it was your first play. 100%.
Yeah, plus 11.5. So that is not probably going as hot as I'd want. You can get plus 13.5. If you did not get in with us on the first pick of the day, you can still definitely get in here at the half. We currently expect this to be basically a tie game. Should we go a little? Should we double dip with a money line, Moose, at plus 1100 for Ohio State to blow it? I think I'm gonna.
Dude, if there's a team that's gonna blow it, like Ohio State,
there's a team that's gonna blow it, man. Right. It's a little scary. Indiana on the road, but we are talking plus 1100 right now. I am going to take the time to fully shop this because I want the very best price I can get. So already in my Sport Trade app, already pulling up some things to compare some prices. I'm seeing, plus 882 on the exchange. Let's go ahead and grab that plus 1100 currently at DraftKings. I'll go do this for what? I'll go 0.1 because it's a very long shot bet. I should probably go 0.25 if it hits. I'll maybe be kicking myself, but let's go ahead, lock it in a small sprinkle based on the shot quality data. Look, I know they may have shooting problems. I know, but shot quality is saying they're missing decent looks. It should be closer to tied. It's about getting value. We're not saying they're going to win. We're saying that it shouldn't be priced at plus 1100. And even the exchange agrees. When you're seeing something like Sport Trade, our sponsor here at 886, you should know, oh, that's a competitive line. Let me go grab that value off of a book. Plus 1100, we're sitting pretty. We might even be able to hedge later with a 0.1 at, minus 500 if they close the gap. That's not technically a bad play, right, Moose? There's so much you can do with this data that you don't have to sit there and hold that 1100 to the end of the game. You can use it as a position to get out of, use the exchange to fund, and find these bets at good prices, finding good lines. Who knows? We're gonna play around with it tonight. We're getting more and more advanced, powered by Sport Trade. So shout out to them, and we'll have a special guest from Sport Trade coming on the show soon this week, maybe next week. But that's fun, teasing that a little bit. going to have one of the main guys from Sport Trade come and talk to us about the app and how you can use it to increase your profits, especially when live betting. What we got?
There's a good chance I regret this, but I'm going to play it anyways. I already feel bad that I placed it. Plus 2.5.
Okay.
Northern Illinois. It's right there on your left. Miami. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're plus 2.5. They closed at plus 5.5. So I'm getting my rule of thumb's always be within a possession. If you're giving or laying points, which I am, they're still getting points, not a ton. They are up. ShotQuality thinks they should be up more than 2 possessions or just about 2 possessions. So I'm going to go ahead and roll Northern Illinois plus 2.5. Again, I feel awful playing it, but I also, like, every time you make a play, I'm like, oh, my God, that's the decision he's making. And he's 111-69 when he's getting 40 points with Fairleigh Dickinson. So, I mean, I guess it's a good thing.
Let's clarify one thing here. We don't really make too many decisions. We let the data make the decisions, right? My decision is, am I going to blindly trust the data today? And I wake up and every single day I choose yes. It doesn't matter. The ShotQuality Live data has proven over and over again that it can find you valuable positions over time. Hopefully we see that as Oklahoma starts to chip away at that lead. We got a big number there. Georgia Tech, a tall task, do the same thing. If you're just sitting down with the show, we have about 20, 15
Georgia
minutes
Tech
left.
is wild. That is wild, sir.
That's a wild one. I would not be shocked to see the bench is clear with 10 minutes left. What's going to happen? Is that factored in? I honestly can't sit here and tell you I know that for sure. If this gap closes, what happens? I don't even want to worry about it. ShotQuality says it should be a 5-point game. I'm going to take that value every time. You can still take it right now as the second half starts if you missed it. Of course, all of our plays, so you can judge if you're beating what I got, if it's a good value, if I thought it was a good value at the time. They're all right here. Kind of fun. Shout out to Maximilian for making that work. We'll have him back on the show soon. He does a lot of live betting himself. But all right, let's keep looking, Moose. We haven't talked about a couple of these games, including Toledo, Eastern Michigan. This looks like a spot where Toledo will be expected to pull away late. Eastern Michigan outperforming their expectations by 8 points. Do we take Toledo right now at a discount? They're expected to be winning by a lot more. I'm going to. It's a rhetorical question to you. It's more like, are you going to join me?
I think I might on it. I don't know much about their. Again, we're trusting the numbers, but every time I think of Toledo, I feel like. Last year they should have made the tournament. They had some ballers, Ray J. Dennis being one of them. So always makes me sad. Let's see, Toledo minus 9.5, up 3 in a game where they should be up 7. I'm going to go ahead and there's some value on the under too. I'm going to sit for a second. There's 4 minutes for me to make a decision. I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to make a play here, but I'm just going to let a little bit more value come in.
I'm going to pay the price. Minus 7.5, minus 125 is a play. Let's book it on 3. Bang, bang. Now, we got a really good comment in from Randy Kelso here in the chat. If you checked your email here today, you saw that we have made some changes to the model, to the system that powers ShotQualityBets.com in of itself. We could talk a little bit about some of those changes. If you have any questions, of course, just shoot us an email, hello@ShotQuality.com. We'll answer them. Let's get them to the team, make sure everything is happening. It's a pretty big release. We had improvements to the Score Center. It's currently, we sped up the entire thing. Maybe you're feeling it tonight as we sit here. Moose, you can comment. Games feel tight. We're adding speed. We're getting more and more filters. You can look for upcoming games, all that type of stuff. And we, of course, added the opening and closing lines and projections. Now, the model updates. Yeah, what's up?
No. I was going to say, that's what I love about ShotQuality is like from someone who just talks the numbers and, talks basketball to see like we're intertwined with the guys who work behind the scenes to make everything work better. And it's always like there's no complacency. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed. It's always like we got to work on this, work on this, work on this, work on like they're working on it as we speak. So it's pretty cool to see. I mean, all the new features we've had that it's happening in the same year. That's crazy to me.
It is.
Shout out to those guys.
No, sure. It's been awesome to watch ShotQuality Live come alive and to watch, of course, the model be worked on behind the scenes. So what actually changed, right? we switched over to a newer, more powerful, better, projected version of the model. We don't exactly know how the future is going to unfold. We can only essentially test our models against past, games and see, okay, if we went into it blind, like it was an actual game, how would a model do based on these historical results? It's called back testing. This model is back testing a lot better. Of course, if you've been following along, the ShotQuality Bets model is sitting around a 51.2% win rate, correlated to about 2.4% ROI loss. So we are down about 50 units on 4,000 bets right now this season. You can go to shotqualitybets.com/model-results and check out all of our information. It is fully transparent. But we obviously want to continue to try to push the envelope, win more bets, return more for our users outside of course, all the other stuff you get, like live. We want our projections to win. So we are always, like Moose said, working. We have a new update to the model that now is going to be a lot more on market. This means that your projections can feel a little bit more secure. It's going to be able to power more people to do more using the model. This is no longer going to be a directional system. We've talked about it a lot. The core model for ShotQuality Bets has long been a directional system. That's why we play 1 unit per every bet, regardless of how big the edge is, right? A 15-point edge and a 5-point edge have long been played the same around here. And that's not changing anytime soon, but the reasoning behind it was just not only for convenience, but also because it's how this system was designed to work. So now we have a system that is going to be a lot more on market. We're very excited about it. Projections are going to feel closer, tighter. We are accurately projecting the final score better than ever. So that's what's happened. If you have a couple more plays, we are really excited about it. And we hope that you all are too. It should mean better numbers, more on market, less plays means more accuracy, more precision. And that's what ShotQuality data is going to be about. Kevin, in the chat, if you missed us saying, we have the comment, the play sheet. We always keep this up to date. So we have 12 plays from me, 6 plays from Moose on a couple together. We don't really, count them any different. I would probably play them both twice if Moose likes it too, get his record and mine. Let's check in with the games. Let's reload. You got to reload to push the new games onto it. There's some 8 p.m. starts, maybe even a 7:30. Maybe we have an early start here on Texas. We'll be monitoring that. Big shout out to Maximilian in the chat, whose mine I can actually read because he told me to do exactly what I'm doing. Love it. Big shout out to Max. Now, hot start for Iowa State. Moose, are you taking an early one? I know if you do this to me, we have to sit and wait an hour to put up the results. But I think the people want plays, so let's do it.
That's what they're here for, and I don't blame that at all. What I like to look at is early overs. Just come out cold and then start to heat up. Just because the Oklahoma-Kansas State game was the first one I ever played, and it did hit.
Moose, let's just get in. We got to get in on Texas right now, though. Plus 6.5 at home, minus 105. I am doing it. So, not even how I didn't. Boom. You know how it works. We interrupt around here. What are you talking about?
I'm eyeing that North Carolina game right now. I'm getting closer and closer and pulling the trigger on that one. It's a closer game, but they're pulling away still in shot quality score. Mm-hmm. I also have the South Carolina Ole Miss game at 28 seconds left. The under looks good, but I'm always terrified of overtime. Like, it's going to hit unless it goes to OT.
Is Ball State winning?
University of Ball State at wherever the heck they are.
Oh, my God. They're up 47-46. Look at the screen, dude. They are winning. We have a plus 360. I'm dead. All right. And then you guys can all make fun of me for losing money on Indiana because I'm going to hit a plus 360 and I don't care. Let's keep scrolling, though. I mean, this could honestly be a place to take Texas at plus 250 for that quarter unit sprinkle. You know what, Max? I don't care. I'm doing it. Do it. Let's go. Come on.
Like
Texas,
Palpatine said, do it. Star Wars reference.
Hey, I am the Senate around here. Dayton, St. Joseph's. This one this one's crazy. I'm not going to do it just yet. Dayton should catch up, but they won't fall flat the whole game. I'm not going to get in at this point at plus 5.5, but I am going to watch how this one goes a little bit further. Same thing for BYU, Oklahoma, starting out really slow, Moose. Currently 139 already. You're getting 10 points under the close after just 8 minutes of play. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and and get at that 139.5 minus 115. We are stacking it up. The results are going to be delayed. I don't know. Come on. We saw high volume work just last week. Put that record sheet on the board. 111-69, 13-5 last week. There is no need for me to ever feel like I should ever slow down around here. So it's not forcing bets. It's trusting the data. We'll wait to see how 10 Martin does, but if they can hold that shot quality lead a little bit more, we're looking at a play. Do we have the over on Kent State, Western Michigan? I can go and
147.5. So we're cooking with gasoline. It's looking good. It's a slow second half start for George Washington. Only 8 points in the first 9 minutes. So I feel good about that one. One thing you always got to worry about is late game situation. It's close, but so far so good, and that'd be 4 in a row. Just saying, 4 in a row. Manhattan Sunday and Swaction Monday has been killer.
Yeah.
What I also like about the shot quality model too is I'm looking at my Fordham play, and I feel like my boy Coleman was kind of right because Fordham was up 6 in the shot quality score at the half, and now they're only up 1.
Right.
In the shot quality.
So VCU's playing well.
8. So that means, yes, VCU is hitting their shots and getting good looks in the second half, while Fordham isn't getting good looks. So now the shot quality score is becoming closer and closer, while the actual score is getting farther apart in favor of VCU. So it's pretty much what he said. Like, the coach is going to go in there, light a fire under his team's ass. VCU is a better team. There's a reason they're favorites on the road. They're a very, very good team. And now it seems like it's playing that way. I still feel kind of good. I do like Fordham, but now we're down 8 in a game. We're down 1 at the half. Still got 3.5 points. A lot of basketball left, but it's cool to look at things like that from the shot quality perspective. It's like, okay, now my team isn't necessarily getting unlucky anymore. Now they're taking bad shots. That's the team I back.
Look at South Carolina covering or pushing that close line. No, they closed minus 3.5. Wow. Wow.
So we can put a check mark.
I didn't catch the game. I literally just got a text that it ended in some crazy way. So if you guys saw it, please let me know in the comments. I was not able to watch. I had USC minus the points. So I'm sitting here like, how did I just lose that? But I don't even know. We got some fun ones. North Carolina on their way back into that game. Of course, we got the best price available using Sport Trade on that one. Really excited about it. Fordham, maybe not dead yet. Excited to see how that one ends. Toledo losing. That's not great. We'll see how that one ends up with I'm showing the play sheet right now. Oops. We're scrolling. When you hear me talking, just comment, just tag Moose, just tag Shot Quality Bets. I am sorry. So yeah, always looking, always evaluating. Indiana, Ohio State, not really going well. Georgia Tech definitely not making that comeback, but we have a big number there. So hopefully just gets a little out of hand, closes out a little differently than it's going right now. We got like 3 or 4 minutes left, Moose. Do you have anything that's on your card? We had a couple late entries. I know I just showed the sheet for 10 minutes, so I don't have to show it to you again. What are you thinking?
Well, we're 1-0. We got the South Carolina under, and I'm just looking at the play-by-play and the box score. It had to be wild because the game was 68-63 for like the last 2 minutes. So actually the original under did hit, but I see some craziness happen to the point where Ole Miss had a 3-point opportunity late by Matthew Merrill to go to overtime. He missed. Wow. Thank the Lord. So that's 1-0. I'm still eyeing this North Carolina game. I am very close to pulling the trigger. It's going to be one of those that I think I will. It's at minus 2.5. It's kind of been out there the whole time. Clemson just made a free throw. So I'm eyeing that one. I like the games you jumped on early. Probably going to wait a little bit more. Fortunately, VCU doesn't look great. Buffalo, Bowling Green, whoever suggested that over. I think it was you, actually. Kudos. That's looking fantastic.
Nice.
Rutgers, Maryland over. You got in at 110, right?
I think so. Well, 111.
We were at 101 points with 1:42 left.
That's going to be tight. We need
fouls. Unfortunately, they've gone cold over the last minute. So that's unfortunate. And when you get to a 1-possession game, you don't necessarily get to the foul game right away, whether it's like if it's like 5-point game, 6.
Some overtime won't hurt. But all right, we've kind of cleaned up here. We have that Boston College team on the money line. That's looking nice too. Ohio Ball State's going to be a fun one to sweat. Ohio just took a lead. Canisius Niagara going to be a fun one to sweat. Clemson, we got some great finishes coming up. I mean, Toledo's going to be fighting for their lives, hopefully get a big run. Fordham probably falling flat. Shocked to see George Washington fall flat. Indiana, you guys can laugh at me all you want on Twitter. I understand. But
I laughed at you, sir. I laughed.
You laughed. It's okay. Look, I can take some losses, right? That's the fun of this. We are doing great. We'll have hopefully a good record by the end of it. But of course, want to just give a big shout out to our presenting sponsor, Sports Trade. We love these guys because they line up with what we're trying to do too. Sports Trade allows you to shop for the best prices while you bet live. They have one of the fastest in-play experiences ever. No spinning wheel, no waiting around for your bet to get placed. Lock it in. Get that liquidity, get in and out of your positions. They have live human help support in New Jersey, Colorado, more coming soon. We love these guys. They have a great promo right now. You get a free month of ShotQuality on top of 3% back for your first $500 bet on Sport Trade. Amazing, amazing. We'll be back, of course, on Thursday. We do this every Tuesday, Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Maybe we'll have a visitor from the sidelines again. Maybe we'll have a big guest. I got some big names talking to me about coming on the show. Moose, you are going to be impressed when these guests start lining up. It's going to be fun. Thank you guys. Moose, do you have anything else before we go? Drop a bomb on me because I'm going to get us out of here. We have a lot of plays. You can always follow along with the plays. I got 15. Moose at 6. It's not usually how it goes around here. But
I need Rutgers to start scoring. We've gone 2 points without a bucket in 2 minutes, I should say. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Frustration.
Let's go. We are here. We'll do the pick of the day every morning. We have Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday BetCast. We'll do some NBA coming soon. If you want, make sure you follow Coleman for the discount that is coming at Shot Select. That'll be out soon. We got some great stuff going on. Props to Max Hoffmeyer for making sure everything runs smoothly. Props to the Discord, discord.gg/ShotQuality. That is the best place to continue the live betting. Moose will be there. I'll pop in. But this is BetCast, guys. See you Thursday. Thanks for hanging. Let's catch some picks.